Hello, 7th graders. I wanted to make a video explaining what to do on this worksheet. I'm going to draw some pictures, help you set up the proportions. It is 2 pages, 6 problems, and it's a Wednesday, so here's the help you get. All right, number 1, Magna is standing next to a tree. The tree casts a shadow that is 24 feet long. Magna is 5 feet tall and casts a shadow that is 6 feet long. How tall is the tree? All right, so first I'm going to draw a little picture to represent this. So I have my tree. I'm a math teacher, not an artist. And I have Magna. So Magna is 5 feet tall. So this is 5 feet. And her shadow is 6 feet long. So this is 6 feet. The tree's shadow is 24 feet long. All right, this is not going to be drawn to scale. Again, math teacher, not an art teacher. All right, I want to know how tall the tree is. So we need to set up the units and make sure the units are next to each other. So I'm going to have the height of the tree and the height of Magna as the numerators, and then the shadow lengths are going to be the denominator. So I'll say T for tree. T over 24 equals 5 over 6. And now you can solve this a couple ways. If you watched the 8.1 notes video, you can set up a table and count until you get there. You can use unit rates, so do 5 divided by 6 and find the rate where you would actually have to multiply by 24. So do 5 divided by 6 and then multiply by 24 to get T. Or you can cross multiply, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do 24 times 5 equals 6 times T. So 24 times 5 equals 6T. And 24 times 5 is 120. To get T by itself, we divide both sides by 6. And T equals 20 feet. The tree is 20 feet tall. All right, so there's one that we solved together. I'm going to help you set up the next one, and then hopefully you can solve it by yourself. Okay, so Ricardo is standing next to a library. The library is 30 feet tall, casts a shadow that is 5 feet long. Ricardo is 6 feet tall. How long is his shadow? Okay, so we're going to draw the library. And then we got Ricardo. And we know Ricardo is 6 feet tall. We want to know how long his shadow is. And we know the library is 30 feet tall, and its shadow is 5 feet long. So when we set up our proportion, we'll have 30 over 5, building height over building shadow, equals Ricardo's height over Ricardo's shadow. So you're going to solve for x. All right, if you want to pause the video now and solve and then play it so you can follow along for number 3, that'd be a good idea. I'm going to keep going with number 3. So George is standing next to the school building. The school casts a 10-foot shadow. At the same time, George casts a 2-foot shadow. If George is 5 feet tall, how tall is the school? Okay, so now we have our building, and we want to know how tall it is. We know its shadow is 10 feet. We know George is 5 feet tall, and his shadow is 2 feet long. So we're going to set up the school over 10 equals George's height over his shadow is 2 feet long. So you solve for S. All right, and the last one, we have Eloise and her brother. Eloise is 4.5 feet tall. Her shadow is 2 feet. Her brother's shadow is 2.5 feet. So I'm assuming her brother's going to be a little bit taller because his shadow's a little bit longer. But you're solving for his height. Yes, you should get a decimal for this one. We have 4.5 over 2 equals brother's height over 2.5. And you can round that answer to the nearest tenth, or there should only be 3 numbers after the decimal, so feel free to write them all out. Do not, however, round to the nearest foot because then it's inaccurate. All right, so on the second page, we're going back to scale drawings. Number 5, the drawing below shows a scale drawing of a room. If each square represents 1 square foot, what is the perimeter of the room? All right, pause for a second and think, What is perimeter? We learned this back in like 4th and 5th grade. Perimeter is the distance around an object. So I need to find the length of each side and then add it together. So we're going to count the length of this side, length of this side, length of this side, this side, this side, this side, and add it together. All right, and to count each length, we're just counting units. So the top is 1, 2, 3 units. This wall is 1, 2, 3 units again. This wall is 4, and then 2, and then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one is 7, and this one is 5. So to find the perimeter, add them all together. All right, the last problem. The drawing below shows the scale drawing of a lounge. The scale is 1 unit equals 2 meters. What is the horizontal distance across the lounge? Okay, so horizontal distance is a fancy way to say the length across, the distance across. Horizontal means left to right or flat with the ground. So how we're going to solve that is we're going to count the units, and then each unit is 2 meters. So first, we're going to count the distance across, and then we're going to multiply by 2. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 19. Oof, you might want to double check me. All right, I got 19 units. So then we multiply that by 2 meters, and I'll let you find the answer on your own because we'll go over solutions tomorrow. So reminder, the only one I solved to the end with you was number 1. You still have to solve the rest of 2 through 6. I just gave you a head start. All right, see you all in class tomorrow where you will get the solutions.